We talked about my favorite TV sidekicks. Now we're going to talk about my favorite TV vampire. And there's only room for one on this list. I do have several favorites, but like this one's always at the top. My favorite movies will change, my favorite songs will change, even my favorite Golden Girl changes from day to day. But I am so hardcore into vampires. And this is the one that always comes to mind during the conversations about vampires, and that is Eddie Murphy, Vampire in Brooklyn. He had such a supernatural charisma and charm in that movie. It was just undeniable. Like you could feel it coming through the screen. And I watched it in the like early 2000s, so I'm thinking, am I going to be able to step outside of his other work to see him as this character? Like how's that going to go? And he brought you with him throughout that whole movie. Like he became that character. And that right there is talent. When you have a major name and you're able to, suspend belief for a moment and just go along with the ride with them. And he just really did an excellent job. Because a lot of times I think with vampire actors, like they get boxed into that role. Or you can only see those that are boxed in that role. But he brought this to a whole new level, and that is what really made this movie. Like there was no other way around it. It had to be him. Uh and so he's my absolute favorite. Um and I like that it didn't box him into like that one role either, because he's just such a well-rounded genius with so many of the work that he does. So anyways, that is my top choice. And if you watched that particular one and then Dracula 2000 back to back, you notice a lot of parallels. And it wasn't till recently that I realized they were both Wes Craven. And I'm like, okay, so that's how they like, and I didn't even notice that they were this like kind of the same, but a retelling, until I watched them back to back recently. And then you see like the little elements of Dracula from the book and the other movies like coming in. And it's just really cool to watch that. How this director did two totally different versions of the same thing. But Vampire in Brooklyn, that one just had all those elements that were just so vital to what fans of vampires love about it, is that supernatural atmosphere and just the way that he portrayed that. Anyways, I'm out.